якнайдовше.
Hosting Russian and Iranian diplomats in Beijing to discuss Tehran's nuclear program. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi and Vice Foreign Minister Mao Zhangzhu on Friday met with Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Rabkov and Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem Garibzadeh. Zhangzhu called for an end to illegal unilateral sanctions on Iran. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
我们重点就核及解除制裁问题深入地交换了意见。我们强调终止所有非法单边制裁的。
Zhangzhu also reiterated after that meeting China's support for political and diplomatic engagement and dialogue based on mutual respect. Wang Yi has stated that the Iran nuclear issue should be resolved through dialogue and negotiation, adding that the situation has reached a critical juncture again. Beijing has said it hopes Friday talks will strengthen communication and coordination to resume dialogue and negotiation at an early time. Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister said that the Beijing talks have been constructive and insisted that Tehran's nuclear program is peaceful, accusing some countries of creating an unnecessary crisis. We are now joined today with our guest by Professor Rohan Gunaratne, Middle East Affairs expert. Professor Rohan Gunaratne, thank you very much for joining us. My first question to you is, what do you believe each country, Iran, Russia and China, hopes to achieve through these discussions on Iran's nuclear program? Are they seeking a diplomatic breakthrough, or are these talks primarily about consolidating their own strategic interests?
The United States and Israel has been conducting joint exercises with the intention of attacking Iran's nuclear capabilities, because Iran is developing a nuclear weapon. And based on what we know, such a capability will change the dynamics in the Middle East, because other countries in the Middle East will also start to develop nuclear capabilities. With regard to China and Russia, they are also concerned that Iran's capabilities will be attacked by Israel sooner or later, and perhaps even by the United States. Iran is currently having a very close relationship with Russia and China, and they want to avoid war at all costs. So I believe that this discussion, this dialogue will be phase one, where the Americans and the Israelis will do their best to get Iran not to go in the direction of building a nuclear weapons program. But if it is not going to be that, then certainly Israel and the United States will attack Iran and dismantle their nuclear weapon program.
Professor Gunaratne, a stronger Iranian nuclear program could have ripple effects across the Middle East. How might these talks in Beijing be viewed like regional powers like Saudi Arabia, like Israel, and could it prompt them to take new security measures of their own?
Saudi Arabia is already considering building capabilities, because Saudi Arabia do not want Iran to have a functional nuclear weapon. Saudi Arabia has had discussions with Pakistan and with other countries to build capabilities that could match what the Iranians are building. So in many ways, neither the regional countries in the Middle East nor the international community want Iran to develop nuclear weapons capability. Iran has sponsored a number of threat groups. Iran is behind Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade, both in West Bank and Gaza, as well as the Lebanese Hezbollah and a number of other Shia groups, including Ansarullah in Yemen, and previously similar Shia groups in Syria and Iraq. So because of its state sponsorship of these threat groups, the international community is very concerned about Iran having a functional nuclear weapon.
Thank you very much, Professor Gunaratne, for that. We have some breaking news coming in. Russia